is Damien Ross and Pete Barry from the Self Defense Company. Today, I just want to talk to you about a little bit about the reality of knife fighting. First off, the focus from a lot of people is, control the weapon, attack the weapon, make sure this weapon is under control, and they'll do a lot of fancy things to manipulate the hand that has a weapon. The biggest thing is this: the weapon is not the issue; it's the guy holding the weapon. First off. So as you're starting to manipulate this, he's punching the crap out of me, and I still gotta fight him. You still have to fight him. So again, in answer, grab the weapon and there. Okay, but what I'm telling you is that you don't need to waste time with that. Okay, there seems to be a conception that if he touches me with the knife, that I'm dead. If I'm getting sliced or if I'm getting even one or two stabs, the game's over. He won. Now, granted, he clearly has an advantage because he has a weapon in his hand, and I'd much rather be the guy holding the weapon. Also, I really am not big on getting stabbed and cut, but I also realize that if I'm going to survive, and this is a big point, it is far better to get incidentally cut when you're beating the life out of somebody than to get cut and stabbed when someone is killing you. So when I'm hitting him and moving him back, and it happens to come up and slice my arm or scrape my cheek or whatever, okay, fine. It's just a flesh wound, and you're probably not even going to feel it. The reality of using a knife is that him touching it, this is just some corrugated cardboard, really isn't going to do much. In order to do some damage, he's got to put some force behind it. Now give her a stab, Pete. Good. All right? Now it's in there. Okay, but it didn't automatically just fly through it. So, keeping that in mind, when you're in these situations where, he's threatening me, again, this is how you're going to be threatened, okay? And more to the point, we like even being back here, which makes it a little more difficult because it's already wound up to stab me. Now, here's the trick, and this is an old Street Fighter trick. First off, you're going to be scared anyway, so the people that tell you pretend to be scared are out of their minds. All right, you'll be scared and you'll be concerned, and he will have your undivided attention. But the one thing you're gonna do, which you're naturally gonna do anyway, is gonna be, what do you want? And as soon as he goes to answer, bang, bang, bang. Okay, you are hitting him violently. You are running him back. If you're training in the training system, and you go through this from Module 1 to Module 12, you're driving him and moving him back. He is not going to be thinking about trying to stab you while he's going unconscious. Okay, so when you're practicing these attacks and you're doing these self-defenses, seriously reflect against what you're hearing here today. Okay, it's more important that he is unconscious and you take the knife out of his hand than you try to do something that is going to get you at the least severely injured and at the worst killed. This is Pete Barry and Damien Ross from the Self Defense Company. Until next time, train honestly.